Alright guys, what's up? So today I'm going over Mika's Season 3 changes that happened, or SFV, whichever one you prefer. So first off, I want to go over some of the overall balance changes that happened throughout the, just general changes throughout the game that affects every character. So they increased the active frames from regular throws from 2 to 3 frames. So there's that. Increased combo scaling for combos that include a V-trigger activation. So like if you do a combo like this or something, let me show you real quick. This is a new V-trigger, but this is like a combo. Really can't tell, but they increased the damage scaling on it. Well, I mean, this is new, but still, they just give me examples, so it doesn't, tone it down a little bit. They increased recovery from command throws, so command throws now have 60 recovery frames, as you can see up there in red, 60. As soon as I do it, 60. So there's that. Let's see what else. Made revisions to the hurt box and jumping attacks into normal moves that are primarily used as anti-airs, and changed properties of moves that change the position of characters, which may affect certain combos. So that's pretty much it as far as some of the overall system changes go. Now, now is the time, the moment you guys have been waiting for. You guys want to know, some of the Mika changes. I mean, I know you guys have, read through some of the Mika changes and things like that, but I know you guys want to just kind of see overall what's going on with her. So for those guys who didn't read or who didn't see, they increased the damage from her regular throw, her daydream headlock, which is this. So it used to be 130, now it's 140. So bam, there you go, 140 right there. And then as far as her crouching throw, which is her dream driver, when the opponent is crouching, says change the state on hit. Damage increased from 100 to 20, and the stun increased from 120 to 150. So basically, the reason this move is good is it used to be good because it was a throw loop. You can throw loop with this move if they were crouching. And you see now they're really far back after that. So now, as they got rid of throw loops throughout Season 2 for everybody. And so with that being said, they increased the damage on these throws, by a nice amount. A lot of them got increased damage by 10, and this one got increased by 20. And they even increased the stun by 30, which is amazing. So, I mean, it's not really amazing. It's good, I guess, to compensate. But pretty much in the corner, though, what you can do now, if you have them in the corner, you can do this. They get up quick, or they don't quick rise. They're usually going to quick rise, so you get like a meaty, forward medium kick in the corner right there. So that's pretty good on that one. And then if it's a counter hit or something, you can get an EXP, which is pretty good. So standing medium punch and crouching light kick. Change the collision boxes during the move. Increase pushback on hit and block. So these have like increased pushback on hit and block. Like it's kind of hard to tell. Like you can still do like standing medium punch into standing fierce and EX Peach, or regular Peach or super. But I think the reason they did this was to get rid of like, because you used to be able to do this micro step, bam. There was like a combo I don't think they intended to do. So now I don't think it works anymore. I haven't been able to get it. I've been trying it all day. Well, not all day, but I've been trying it out a lot in the lab and couldn't seem to get it. So I think they got rid of that, because you used to be able to do 2 standing medium punches and fierce. It was really hard to do. Nobody ever really did it at all, because it's so like hard to get in a real match. And if you missed it, you kind of missed out on that combo. But as far as how far the pushback is on these moves, so I'll show you real quick. So some people are worried that you wouldn't be able to tick throw with crouch and light kick, but you can still tick throw with it, as you can see. Boom, boom, swing and all that, and even with that. Also, this right here, you can't really, you can see the pushback increase, as it has definitely increased a lot on these moves. You can still get 3 of those, although you probably can't get that. You can, I guess. Never mind, I lied. It's kind of a little hard. You got to kind of walk forward a little. But it's pretty cool. It's a little knee block string, and then this you can definitely tell the pushback on it. This one, not really though. But yeah, look at this. Like, this is max distance right here, right? Look at that. That's increased pushback. That's good. To me and to everybody else, I think we can all agree that this is kind of a buff, because even on hit, like, nothing seems to have changed about this move. You can still do standing fierce after that. Thus far, from what I've seen, and I've tested, I haven't seen anything else. And then this is really good, because look how far back he is. So if he tries to stick out a button, I could probably counter poke him with standing medium punch or crouching medium kick. Something like that. It's pretty good. So all in all, I think that's a buff to standing medium punch. And the crouching light kick, nothing really seemed to change about that. What else we got here? Standing light punch, crouching light punch, jumping heavy punch, and jumping heavy kick. Change the hurt boxes. So they changed the hurt boxes on those. Not really sure exactly on that. I've been playing all day. I'm not sure exactly if that's a buff or not. to those moves, but it seems the same from what I've been playing online all day. So there's that. Crouching medium punch. Change the collision box during the move. Change the hurt box. Change so that it hits opponents who are behind R.Mika. So real quick, I'll show you real quick. So let's see. So that's a cross up right there, right? I'll turn the interval on and we'll do it again, right? There we go, right? Now look at this. Here's a cross up. Here's an anti-cross up thing right there. See? It's right behind her. It's kind of weird though, because this cross up is weird. But you can see how good that is now. It is right behind her. You normally wouldn't be able to do that. Zeku's cross up looks kind of weird, but believe me, that is a cross up. You know, you saw when I wasn't moving. So one more time. Ugh, see, it's pretty good. So it hits behind her now. That's actually an amazing anti-air now for her. I'm glad they did that. Really good job on Capcom's part. I mean, I never really had a problem anti-airing with crouching medium punches. Just that like it moves her forward. Actually, I can't lie, I did. A lot of times the person would jump behind me and then they would hit me. Like especially if I'm in the corner and I go for regular throw, and then like Birdie or Abigail jump and then they'll do like the cross ups and they'll hit me. Now it doesn't work anymore, you know. So it's really good. I'm glad they buffed that. Let's see what else. Crouching medium kick, EX shoot and Peach. Change the hitboxes. So that's a buff to the EX Peach. It's going to be hard to kind of show that buff. But you ever have those combos where your EX Peach just kind of, the opponent falls out of it? They kind of fix that so it doesn't happen as much. It happened to me once today, but for the most part it's been more consistent. Now as far as crouching medium kick, you can kind of visually tell the difference. Like it like literally hits at like the tip of her foot now. So that's a buff. You can like visually just see that. It's much better. It's just really good. It's really good poke now. Much better than it was already a good poke. Now it's a much better poke in neutral, so that's pretty good. I'm glad they did that. So there's that. And then dive bomb got increased landing recovery by 3. So as you can see right here, oops. You know, it's -9. It says actually. It's a lot. -9. So you gotta be more careful about how you do that. I mean, dive bomb's always been like really minus, but they have added more landing recovery to it, so just be careful in general. You know, you want to be careful with this move. This move is usually to bait anti-airs in the first place, or to do fake cross-ups. That's usually what it's used for. Lady Mika can now be special canceled into V skill. Alright, so this buff, honestly, I'll be honest with you guys, I really haven't found a good use for it. I mean, there's setups that beat like, you know, everything in the book to wake up attacks because it has armor, to things like that, but this is pretty much what you can do. You can cancel in the V skill, and you can also special cancel. So you know you can do cancel Lady Mika. So I can special cancel Lady Mika. Now I had a theory on this one. My theory was that the reason they buffed this is because sometimes when you would get a counter hit for Fierce, this will happen. You would drop it. It's very rare though. Like I've seen Fudo even do it, like drop it before, but it's very rare. He usually hits it. It's very rare. I think I only ever seen him like drop it one time because that's how rare it is. But this right here, you know, you would drop it sometimes, so now you can just special cancel. You don't have to worry about it. However, I mean, now it's good because you can do like stuff off the knockdown. So on the Okizeme, you know, he getting up and then meaty mic or something if you time it right. Other than that, I can't remember the other theory. There was another theory going around the Mika Discord. I can't remember what it was, but either way, it's an interesting buff. I mean, it doesn't really do much. From what I can see, I mean, it's okay, I guess. It's not the end of the world. It's a buff, so we take it, you know. So as far as Passion Press, change the collision boxes during the move. Not really sure. I mean, I've been using this move all day. Not really sure how much that's changed. It seems maybe that's a better buff. They increased the amount of V gauge meter gained upon holding the buttons down for max charge. So I'm not even gonna waste you guys' time on this one. So basically, you know how when Mika talks and does a whole speech, she gets a full V trigger bar. So before, you would only get your whole first V-Trigger get full, but now that they have V-Trigger 2, they made it where the whole V-Trigger 2 will get filled up if you hold the mic all the way. But again, it's not really anything that matters because you're not going to get that off in a real match. A real match, a high-level match, you won't get that off in. You know, it's only when people aren't there, and you know, the V-Skill in general needs another buff in my opinion. It just has too much startup. You know, 75 startup frames is way too much. Should be like maybe 35, 40, maybe even 30, maybe 30's pushing it, but they should at least cut it in half at the very least. It's just too much. It's just hard to get off in a real match because of that. Like you do it, like look at that, crazy. Takes forever, but maybe in season 4, or if they do another patch this year. All right, and then let's go over the last few things before I end this video and give you guys my thoughts on her viability this season. So Mika's Brimstone and EX Brimstone, they increased the whiff recovery by 8 frames, like every other command grab. So now it has 60 recovery frames if you whiff. See? So they changed so that her character box does not move behind her during the startup of the move. Alrighty, so Light Typhoon increase. You know, all the Typhoons got increased recovery by 8, like as all command grabs in this game. Went up to 60. Says change so that her character box does not move behind her. I guess that was an issue. I don't really know what that means. I never really like seen that much, so I guess I can't really relate. I know what it means, I just can't relate to it, I don't think. But yeah, they increased the damage on Light Typhoon to about 160, from 160 to 170. So this does, you know, 170 for light. You know, medium does 180. That's a lot of damage. And then heavy does 190. And then Brimstone is still the same. You know, I ain't gonna go over 120, and then the heavy one is. Well, look at that recovery. The heavy one is 140. But yeah, if you whiff, man, oh my gosh, you see how long it takes? It is a noticeable difference, but it's not like the end of the world. What else? And then EX Typhoon, the same thing. They increased the damage by 10 as well, so now it does 230. And they also increased. They also like made it where it zoomed in differently, as you guys can see. So that's 130. And when you talk on the mic, actually, I want to see how much the heavy one does. Talk on the mic real quick. The heavy one does 228. Okay, that's a lot of damage. That's as much. That's more than EX Swing by itself in season 2. And then this does 276 for sure when you talk on the mic and do heavy swing or EX Swing. I'm sorry. Yep, and a lot of stun. So all in all, that's pretty much it. I mean, other than that, her new V trigger looks amazing. You can do things like this. Something Fubar Duck came up with. Not this exactly, but let me see if I can do it again. Pretty cheap stuff like that. You get it, you know, nice little reset. You know, then do super. You know, something like that. That would kill him, but that's pretty cool. The new V trigger is cool. More content on that in another video. I just want to show you guys some cool stuff with it. You know, I'll show you this setup I did earlier on again. This is like a trial combo, I think, but it's something I found earlier. I didn't even know it was a trial combo. And then I'll show you one more in the corner. This is the one Dinkadills came up with on Twitter. Pretty simple, but really effective. Turn the inputs on so you guys can see as well. I think counter hit's on, yeah. But let me turn it off real quick. Try it again. It doesn't stun him, but it does a nice amount. I found some good stuff, so I'll post videos later on this. And I'll do EXP to keep him in the corner, then you know, you gotta guess, and then so on and so forth. So that's pretty cool. So overall, guys, I do believe, personally, I feel that Mika is very strong in season 3. What I mean by, I don't know if I should say very strong. It's hard to tell so far. Like she's definitely really strong still. She still has her throw loops, and as you can see right here, when I go for command throw Brimstone, I dash up +2. You know, so you still got the throw loops for command grabs, but if you do a regular throw, kind of pushes you far back, and you can kind of do like a meaty or something. So it's not the end of the world. The corner pressure can still be good, but you are taking a risk now when you do command throw. Because I believe, let me go to change characters real quick. I believe if you do command throw, now you can hold up, back, dash in, and get a punish. From what I understand, that's what people were talking about. So let me pick R.Mika, and then I'll pick R.Mika again for the computer, and I'll have him the computer block afterwards. Wow, they changed the date on this. Wow, so it says 1/17/18. That's pretty cool. I didn't know they were gonna do that. That's sick. All right, so watch this. So we'll set R.Mika to do command grab, and I'm holding back. You see that? I'm holding back. So yep. So now I gotta worry about that. You know how people up back all the time, other command grabs. So now they can dash in and punish you. So now they're rewarding people who like to hold up back. So they can do something like that, or this is just a Mika punish. Kind of sucks though that you're allowed to do this now. It's just rewarding to people, you know, who like to hold up back. But I mean, it's something we'll get over. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but it is something you have to be careful about. I'll do it one more time just to be safe. See that I'm holding back for sure right there. So let's see. Oops. So now, like, they gotta really be on point though, as you can see. They really gotta be on point. They gotta like predict it, then get to jump up back and punish it. But yeah, that's pretty much like that in itself. That's pretty much the command grab nerf. But yeah, overall, I do feel like she's still viable. I feel like she might actually even be better than she was last season, I feel. And I don't hesitate to say that. It's just that overall, like, nothing really happened to her besides her two biggest nerfs were Dive Bomb and the Command Grab. Everything else is fine. Like, everything else pretty much buffs. So let's see, EX Peach got buffed, Mike buff is the buff, doesn't really count for Fierce. You know, she overall got buffs and just like two nerfs. And the biggest one, honestly, like I said, is Command Grab, but Dive Bomb is still pretty big. It's got to be a little careful with that. It was always punishable, you know, if you ever got it blocked, you're always going to get punished. But yeah, look forward to seeing more Mikas this season, guys. I do believe the rise of Mikas will return this season because I feel like she's so strong, and V-Trigger 2 is still strong as well. Well, not still strong, is really strong, I think. It's basically like V-Trigger 1, you get a lot of similar setups, but with V-Trigger 2 you can, like, you know, beat wake up attacks, you can, you know, do unblockables, things like that, which you guys will find out later on as the time progresses. And yeah, guys, so that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a thumbs up. I do these overview videos every year. I look forward to doing them and seeing how the game has changed. And yeah, so peace out, and I'll see you guys later. Take care.